Hello and welcome. It's Jayne McCann from organizingmaven.com. So, do you ever wish that you could be a little more organized? Now, I'm taking a guess since you've clicked on this video that the answer to that is probably a resounding yes. And maybe you're thinking, I could be organized if only I had more time. You might be one of those people that think getting organized requires a whole lot of time, a whole lot of planning, a whole lot of prepping, all of that stuff. But you know what? I am here to tell you that that is not true. The good news is that you can get organized in as little as 2 minutes, maybe even 60 seconds. And to prove it to you, I'm going to share with you 4 mini organizing tasks that you can do right now for a more organized tomorrow. So you ready? First task, create a launching pad. Yes, so if you haven't heard the term launching pad, it's just a more succinct way to say, choose a single location to hold all of the things that you need to get out of the house. So maybe it's just that you need a place to hang your keys. Probably though it's going to be a little bit more. For me, it's I need some place for my keys, my cell phone, my purse, and my sunglasses. Those are my 4 must-have things when I leave the house. So when I come into the house, I drop those 4 things in a basket that sits next to the door. And I don't even have to think about it because it's become a habit. Now the benefit here is that when it's time for me to leave, those 4 things are sitting there waiting for me. What's also terrific about this is that if I think of something during the day that I need to take with me, I can go grab it, I can drop it in the basket, and it's going to be there waiting for me as well. So, you know what this stops cold? It stops that feeling as you're walking out the door, you're thinking, I think I'm forgetting something. I'm not really sure what it is. So if you've got the launching pad, whenever you think of something, you can just go and you can drop it right there. Now you can set up a launch pad for everybody in your family, and this is going to stop that, frenzied search before you hit the road each morning. And it's also going to create some responsibility among your family. They're going to know that they have to put their items into the launch zone. So the onus won't be all on you. Okay, so the next thing that you can do, and this is if you have not already set up a mail center. So if you don't already have a place to corral your papers, this is going to be huge for you. And it's really simple. I mean, none of this is rocket science. This is all easy peasy. Do it in 2 minutes, 60 seconds. So this task is called contain your paper. And that's literally what we're going to do. Well, not so much we as you. So you're going to choose a single collection point for all incoming paper. And if you do this, you're never going to have to wonder, where did that paper go? Because it's going to be in this designated location. Now, it's important that you do 2 things. One, that you actually do contain it, which means you use a container, and this can be as simple as a cardboard box. It can even be a baking pan. I've seen people use 11 by 13 baking pans in a pinch. It's there, it's available, and you can make it happen right now. So you can totally improvise with your container, and you can go out and find something fancier later. So the other thing that you need to do is to work with the habits that you already have in place in order for this to be successful. So if you're in the habit of coming in and putting paper on the kitchen counter, that's where you should designate your collection spot because you're already doing that. So you're not going to have to learn something new. You can just work with that habit. Now, in the long run, that may not be ideal, but for right now, this is going to save you time and aggravation. You're going to have a single space to collect all the incoming paper that comes into your house, and it's going to be contained. It's not going to be spreading out over various flat surfaces. Okay, so on to number 3, and this is more of an ongoing action. It's called eliminate the evidence, and this is not about covering up crime scene details. This is about actually eliminating all traces of any activity that has recently taken place. So this could be as simple as you clean up after you make a snack. Could be that when your clothes come off at night, they get hung up or put in the hamper. When you do a project, that you put all of the pieces away after you are through with the project. So eliminating the evidence is really about maintaining the integrity of the space. So you might be thinking, I don't really have time to put stuff away when I'm done with it. Well, I want you to think about the back end of that. When it's time to go look for that item, you're going to spend much more time looking for it than you would putting it away. So if you were going to do just one of these tasks, this is the one that I would suggest, because this task allows you to maintain a less cluttered, more organized space easily. Very easily. This is the one organizing principle. If you're going to implement anything, make it eliminate the evidence. And then finally, I would suggest that you stage your tomorrows. It sounds very dramatic, doesn't it? But this is really about getting everything ready the night before so that you can have a less stressful, much more peaceful morning. So everybody lays out their clothes, everybody makes sure that all of the things that they need to take with them in the morning are all set and ready to go before you go to bed. Because there is nothing worse than that frenzy in the morning when people are searching for things, forgetting things, you're getting calls at work, Mom, I forgot my lunch, I forgot my violin, or worse, you're at work and you have forgotten part of a project that has a deadline today. So if everybody together works for 5 or 10 minutes max, really 5 minutes is all it takes, but at the beginning maybe it'll take 10 minutes, but those 10 minutes are going to pay off probably in a 30-minute return the following morning. So none of these take big blocks of time. You can implement these really, really quickly and really easily. And a warning here, if you were to implement all of these, you are probably going to find yourself with more time on your hands to do the things that you want to do and that you enjoy doing. So I'd love to hear how these work out for you. Please leave a comment, leave me feedback, let me know if you've tried one, if it worked, if it didn't work, or maybe how you tweaked it so that it worked better for you. And I would also love it if you hit the subscribe button. All right, I will see you next time with more organizing tips, and you can always check out all of the things that I have to offer over at organizingmaven.com, including a new program that I have that is free called the Clutter Challenge. So go check it out. It's a ways to get organized in 10 minutes or less. All right, thanks for watching.